The time has come. Can Samsung prove us wrong that having the same battery capacity and working with a specialized version of the 8 Elite chipset from Snapdragon prove to be enough to really do it when it comes to performance and especially efficiency and battery life? Well, let's find out. With this extreme battery drain test between the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, a brand new, practically out-of-the-box Galaxy S24 Ultra, and our trusty one-year-old Galaxy S24 Ultra on mobile data only with no Wi-Fi option. Let's get into it. I'm giving away a Galaxy S25 Ultra. Yes, you did not hear me wrong. One lucky subscriber is going to be in for a chance to win a brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. And now this is a big thank you and a massive appreciation back to you as my audience for giving us the best year that we've ever had for content creation in 2024. And it's actually following on from the success of our S24 Ultra giveaway from last year. That was a success and we thought, yeah, let's run it back and give back to you as our audience. Now stick around to the end of this extreme battery drain test where I'll be giving you full details of how you can enter to be in for a chance to win a brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. And this giveaway, of course, is going to be a global one. No time wasting, let's kick things off with this extreme battery drain test between the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, a near enough brand new out-of-the-box Galaxy S24 Ultra, and our trusty one-year-old Galaxy S24 Ultra that we got from San Jose last year for Unpacked from the 17th of January 2024. How is it going to hold up 1 year later versus practically a brand new version of itself? And of course, the latest, which is the S25 Ultra and the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, I will go through the full parameters of how I've set up for this extreme battery drain test on these devices, from display calibration to software version to battery settings. But for now, all you need to know is that we are doing this on mobile data only with no Wi-Fi option. And we do shoot our extreme battery drain test as one continuous video with no stops. And we only speed it up in the important areas so you don't have to sit around for hours like I had to. And of course, if you don't believe me, check the link in the description below and the cards above. We actually did this as a live stream video. So if you appreciate the effort that goes into our extreme battery drain test, then be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos on the Lover of Tech channel, especially when it comes to our extreme battery drain test. Road to 100k subscribers is back on the table for 2025, and the sooner we can do it, the better. So let's get on to it. With your help and support, we can definitely make it happen. Now, we've got 8 applications, 9 tasks, an hour each, and we're kicking it off with the camera application where we're recording in 4K 60 FPS on a main wide camera for all of them on the rear. And as we're pretty much going through this, it's going to be interesting to see when we hit the 1 hour interval. With the Galaxy S25 Ultra, it's on 83% battery, 41.6 degrees Celsius, minus 17% battery loss. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is on 89% battery, 39.1 degrees Celsius, minus 11% battery loss. And then the new Galaxy S24 Ultra is on 80% battery, a temperature reading of 43.3 degrees Celsius, minus 20% battery loss. And our 1 year old S24 Ultra is on 78% battery, 44.1 degrees Celsius, minus 22% battery loss. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. Now, mind you, the iPhone 16 Pro Max does have the smallest battery out of all of them, 4,685 milliamp hours. And of course, the Galaxy devices all have the same capacity at 5,000. How is it going to hold up across the board as we're seeing it? So as we're pretty much going through it, it's going to be a very interesting out as we're seeing. And yeah, this is going to be a very interesting day when it comes to this extreme battery drain test. Now, next task is Instagram Live. And of course, this is on mobile data. And Instagram Live on mobile data is one of the toughest tasks in this extreme battery drain test next to an hour of 4K 60 recording. So why do we do this? It's something I personally do on a regular basis when it comes to live streaming, where I can connect with my audience. I co-collaborative live stream with my content creator buddies and connect with their audience, catch up with them. And it's just a great thing to do. So if you want to see more from us when it comes to doing that, then follow us on Instagram at loveroftech_BA. No. As after that, we can see 1 hour later, we've got 65% battery, 41.1 degrees Celsius, minus 18% battery loss on the S25 Ultra. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is on 72% battery, 39.7 degrees Celsius, minus 17% battery loss. And then the new Galaxy S24 Ultra is on 61% battery, 41.6 degrees Celsius, minus 19% battery loss. And the 1-year-old S24 Ultra is on 57% battery, 42.0 degrees Celsius, minus 21% battery loss. So the most efficient on that run was the iPhone, then followed by the S25 Ultra, then the new S24 Ultra, and then the old S24 Ultra. Now, mind you, we will go through the full breakdown of the software variants and software versions, where they all are across the board. So stick around to the end of this video so you can actually know the full parameters. What I like to do now is get straight into the battery drain test, so I'm not wasting your time. You get the information, you get the engagement, and you get all the information and the things that you need with no time wasting. But at the end, we'll show you the full parameters and everything you need to know of how everything was set up. So definitely stick around to the end, because that's going to be important to really know and have full context. But all you need to know, like I said before, the most important thing, our extreme battery drain test, we are running this on mobile data only, no Wi-Fi option at all. And these are popular apps that we're running, 8 applications, 9 tasks, an hour each. Now, next we are running is TikTok. And I say TikTok is like the wicked Wild West. Like, yo, the US was trying to join India when it comes to banning TikTok outright. And, you know, it's been restored, but you can't download it on the App Store for iOS. TikTok is in a weird place. And I've always said it, TikTok is like the wicked Wild West. You just don't know what's gonna pop and what's not, if it's gonna be here and it's not, if it's banned and it's not. It's a crazy place. But if you do want to see more from us on TikTok, definitely come over, follow us, Lover of Tech, BA, for more vehicle related tech content on TikTok. After an hour of TikTok, it's 51% battery, 33.6 degrees Celsius, minus 14% battery loss on the S25 Ultra. iPhone 16 Pro Max is on 60% battery, 33.0 degrees Celsius, minus 12% battery loss. The new S24 Ultra is on 48% battery, a temperature reading of 34.2 degrees Celsius, minus 13% battery loss. And then the old trusty S24 Ultra, it's on 40% battery, 35.7 degrees Celsius, minus 17% battery loss. How is the battery degrading this much after a year? There might be some context to it. So again, I don't want to spoil it. Let's get through this first, but the gaps are there. Most efficient is the iPhone. And then actually on this one is the new S24 Ultra that was more efficient. And then followed by the S25 Ultra, then the least efficient, which is the old S24 Ultra. As we're running through the motion, things are really going to turn up and kick up. We're going to go into Instagram Reels. And like I said, Instagram has pretty much become one of, if not my favorite social media platform for actually just engaging with the audience. And man, the amount of memes and reels that I be sending to people, it's kind of like the way that I keep up with them. Sometimes people ask me, how's this person? I'm like, I know how they are through the memes and the reels that we send each other. Like, who can relate? Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, if you want to see more from what we're getting up to at Lover of Tech when it comes to behind the scenes, the latest videos, the next trips, and just high quality BTS, then follow us at loveroftech_BA. Now, after an hour of Instagram Reels, 38% battery, temperature reading of 34.6 degrees Celsius, minus 13% battery loss on the S25 Ultra. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is on 47% battery, 34.5 degrees Celsius, minus 13% battery loss. And then the new S24 Ultra is on 32% battery, 35.1 degrees Celsius, minus 16% battery loss. And then the trusty old S24 Ultra is on 22% battery, 36.7 degrees Celsius, minus 18% battery loss. That's a 10% gap compared to the new version of itself. That's crazy to think about. But this is good also for the S25 Ultra, because compared to the new S24 Ultra, it is 6% ahead. It is still behind the iPhone 16 Pro Max by 9%. And considering the 16 Pro Max does have a smaller battery, ooh, Apple's cooking here. When it comes to optimization and what they're working with, this is impressive. But it's also impressive that Samsung not increasing the battery capacity with a much more powerful 8 Elite chipset. They are optimizing it better. Right, let's carry on. Next is an hour of YouTube, and this is our definitive camera comparison from last year for the S24 Ultra, and that was between the iPhone 15 Pro Max and the Pixel 8 Pro. And we are doing this on mobile data, 1440p 60 FPS that we're streaming this. And of course, with the full screen experience, as well as on mobile data, this is where it gets really worked on the modem. So it's gonna be interesting to see where we land after an hour of YouTube. And when we get to this point, what we're working with is 24% battery, 33.9 degrees Celsius, minus 14% battery loss on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is on 33% battery, 34.0 degrees Celsius, minus 14% battery loss. The new S24 Ultra is on 18% battery, 34.7 degrees Celsius, minus 14% battery loss. And then the trusty old S24 Ultra is now on 5%. Temperature reading of 35.6 degrees Celsius, minus 17% battery loss. This is crazy, the difference. 13% difference compared to a practically brand new out of the box S24 Ultra. There's got to be more to this, and we are gonna get to the bottom of it at the end once we go through the parameters, go through the finishing times, and pretty much have a conclusion. Because I suspect something, but a year gap to be this different? I don't know. But then again, we're seeing what we're seeing, and 9% ahead consistently on the iPhone 16 Pro Max versus the S25 Ultra. This is something else. Okay, is Samsung gonna be able to claw it back? Let's see, but it is ahead of the brand new out of the box, practically Galaxy S24 Ultra. So the S25 Ultra for the same capacity and a much more powerful chip, ahead of even a standard 8 Elite, is crazy. Next is an hour of YouTube music, and of course, it's pretty much one of my favorite rap albums of all time. And before we even get there, the old S24 Ultra is dead. At a 5 hours, 6 minutes and 56 seconds, final temperature reading of 38.8 degrees Celsius. In fourth place, our 1-year-old Galaxy S24 Ultra. That's crazy. Now getting through College Dropout, one of my favorite albums, man, the song that really did it for me was Slow Jams. And it was just, I was just feeling low on energy afterward doing this straight away. And I just, are you gonna be, oh, ho, 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 ho. She says she wants a Marvin Gaye. I heard that and I was like, you know, my energy got boosted. So let me know what your favorite track is on the College Dropout below. I love this album, always gets me through. Now, after an hour of YouTube music, 11% battery, 32.9 degrees Celsius, minus 13% battery loss on S25 Ultra. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is on 17% battery, 34.2 degrees Celsius, minus 16% battery loss. Ouch. And then the brand new out of the box, practically Galaxy S24 Ultra is on 3% battery, 34.2 degrees Celsius, minus 15% battery loss. Now, the most efficient was the S25 Ultra, then followed by the S24 Ultra New, and then the iPhone 16 Pro Max. iPhones, it just never likes YouTube music. It probably will fare better with Apple Music, so just putting that out there. And of course, probably might do better with Spotify. But again, I've got YouTube Premium, and YouTube Premium is an ad-free listening experience with offline downloads. Again, not sponsored, but you get YouTube music with it. So that's my music of choice. That's why I use it. Now, next is X Spaces, or is it Twitter Spaces? Are you old school Twitter or are you new with X? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, with X Spaces is like a broadcast room, right, service, you know? So doing this as we'll go through, the new Galaxy S24 Ultra now packs in at 6 hours, 21 minutes and 42 seconds. A final temperature reading of 30.2 degrees Celsius. In third place is the new S24 Ultra. Man, that is a good amount ahead. That's like an hour and 15 minutes ahead of last year's model that we've got, our original review unit. Why is there such a big gap? Okay, let's carry on as we're going through. And what's interesting here is the Galaxy S25 Ultra is looking to be the first phone that we battery drain tested from Samsung that's gonna make it to the gaming test. And I think it did. At the 7-hour mark, 2% battery, a temperature reading of 29.6 degrees Celsius, minus 9% battery loss. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is on 8% battery, 30.7 degrees Celsius, minus 9% battery loss. even in terms of the efficiency for battery loss for this run. But this is such a good look. This is a good gap away from the new out-of-the-box S24 Ultra. So they've done some optimization. And when it comes to the graphics settings for Asphalt Unite, everything is turned to Ultra 60 FPS. And it's able to do some gaming before it packs in at the 7-hour mark, 5 minutes and 14 seconds, a final temperature reading of 31.7 degrees Celsius. In second place is the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Haha! Now, this isn't the first time that we've done a battery drain test on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, so I pretty much suspected I knew where it was gonna go, even with our new 2025 layout version compared to 2024. We pretty much know that the iPhone should be kicking in around 7 hours and 25 minutes, but actually it does pack in a bit earlier slightly. 7 hours, 23 minutes, 49 seconds, a final temperature reading of 38.2 degrees Celsius. In first place, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So in fourth place is our 1-year-old trusty Galaxy S24 Ultra with a finishing time of 5 hours, 6 minutes and 56 seconds. I was not expecting such a low score for this extreme battery drain test for a 1-year-old Galaxy S24 Ultra. And there's got to be a reason. We'll discuss it when we go through the parameters, but this is what we've got here. A fourth place finishing time of 5 hours, 6 minutes and 56 seconds for our 1-year-old Galaxy S24 Ultra. And in third place is our practically new out-of-the-box Galaxy S24 Ultra with a finishing time of 6 hours, 21 minutes and 42 seconds. That's more like it. This is the second extreme battery drain test that we've done on this model. The previous one that we did with this one was with the OnePlus 13. So go check that one out. And it's pretty much par for the course for where it finished. But my goodness, this is a huge gap compared to our 1-year-old S24 Ultra by like an extra almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. That is a lot of extra runtime when you think about the scenario and how we do our extreme battery drain test. But either way, this is a better look. Third place finishing time for our new S24 Ultra, 6 hours, 21 minutes and 42 seconds. And in second place is the Galaxy S25 Ultra with a finishing time of 7 hours, 5 minutes and 14 seconds. Samsung, you've pulled it off. How did you optimize so much out of this? The fact that you've got a much more powerful Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset, still working with 5,000 milliamps, and you've been able to actually pull ahead by that much compared to even a brand new out-of-the-box S24 Ultra, and even considering this is a much more powerful 8 Elite chipset compared to other 8 Elite chipsets that I've seen in other phones with much bigger batteries. The optimization here is great. I'm actually impressed, and I was wrong to be worried. I can't believe I'm saying this, but yes, we do have a second place finishing time of 7 hours, 5 minutes and 14 seconds, and it goes to the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And in first place for this extreme battery drain test, it does go to the iPhone 16 Pro Max with a finishing time of 7 hours, 23 minutes and 49 seconds. Now, this is the second extreme battery drain test that we've done with the iPhone 16 Pro Max for this year in our new 2025 layout. And let me tell you, don't hate the player, hate the game. Whatever Apple are doing with their chipset, their software, and the fact that it's got a slightly less than 4,700 milliamp hour battery and it's doing this, bruh, I can't lie, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Like, as impressed as I am with how much things have improved, more than I expected on the S25 Ultra, come on, this is impressive. And listen, our tests are as fair as possible, so for this to be pulled off again is consistent with the times that we've gotten with it. This is a good look. So first place goes to the iPhone 16 Pro Max, finishing time 7 hours, 23 minutes and 49 seconds. Now for the juicy details and the important parts. What were the exact parameters that I used to set up for this extreme battery drain test on all these devices? Now, first of all, like we said, this was done on mobile data only with no Wi-Fi option. All these SIM cards are running on Vodafone's prepaid UK network on 4G. Their prepaid network is only available on 4G, and they've all been topped up with the £15 big value bundle, which does give you 20 gigabytes of data to use for this extreme battery drain test. Next is the display. Now, when it comes to the display calibration, what we've used is with a clear white background. These displays, as close as possible, have been calibrated to 200 nits. And of course, by doing this, we have disabled any adaptive and automatic brightness features or true tone features. Anything that skews the display experience, we've disabled it to just give it a consistent reading when it comes to the brightness output across the board. Now for the overall settings and setup for each device, starting with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. With the display, we have, again, like stated, disabled any form of adaptive brightness, any extra brightness, any true tone display settings, we've disabled it. When it comes to the display, we have set the refresh rate to 120 Hz adaptive. That's what it comes out of the box. Now, when it comes to the resolution, we've left it at the default 1080p. Now, in the past, I've done tests to prove that between Quad HD and 1080p, there's no difference. We've left it at 1080p out of the box. The display is on the vivid setting as well. Now for the battery section, and under the power saving, we've toggled off anything that will give us an inconsistent experience with this battery drain test, such as limiting CPU speed to 70%, turning off the always on display, decreasing the screen brightness by 10%, setting the motion smoothness to standard, turning on dark mode, and setting the screen timeout to 30 seconds. All these things have been toggled off to give us a consistent experience as we go through. And also, the best thing about One UI 7 with Android 15 on the Galaxy S25 Ultra is the battery information. We can now see the battery health percentage and also the battery cycle count and when it was manufactured, which in this case is on the 8th of November 2024 and first used as of the 22nd of January. For someone like me that does these tests, yes, thank you, Samsung. So you can know that it's a brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. Next, under the device care, we've left RAM Plus on by default, which is an extra 8 gigabytes from the internal storage for RAM expansion. But the most important part is the performance profile. We are leaving it on standard. Of course, this is our first extreme battery drain test on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. When the chance and the opportunity presents itself, we will test it in light mode to see if this is gonna actually help it really get ahead even further. But for now, let's do it on standard mode. And as software versions go, out of the box, this is running the latest One UI 7 with Android 15 on the latest December update. Check the updates, same December, that's what we're working with on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And of course, at the time of this recording, the official release date to the public is on the 7th of February. So this is what we've got with our review units here. Next is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, iPhones are very straightforward. When we go into accessibility, under the display, you can see that we've turned off automatic brightness. And under motion, we've not limited the frame rate to 60 FPS. It is still on the 120 Hz Pro Motion that's active and doing its thing. Now, when we go into battery, you can see that the maximum capacity is 100% and the charge cycle is 11. And it was manufactured as of August 2024, first used from October. But yeah, the charge cycles are really low. So this is going to give us the best performance all the way through. And at the time of this recording, it is on iOS 18.2.1. Next is our practically brand new out-of-the-box Galaxy S24 Ultra, following suit similar to how we've set up from the S25 Ultra. When we go into the display, adaptive brightness off, extra brightness off. When it comes to the refresh rate, 120 Hz adaptive, and also the resolution of the display, 1080p out of the box, and is set in the vivid mode. Now for the battery settings, again, same thing. When it comes to power saving, we've toggled off all the things that will actually stop us from having a consistent battery drain experience with the S24 Ultra. Again, under the device care, we have left RAM Plus on by default, which is an extra 8 gigabytes. And for the performance profile, we are doing this in the standard mode. Now, last year, I did a lot of comparison differences and we did standard versus light mode. So you can check out that one. But for now, we are doing it in the standard mode. Now, for the battery diagnostics, it just tells us that the battery health is good, right? We don't get the percentage and we don't get all those extra informations like we get on the latest One UI 7 that we have on the S24 Ultra. But here is pretty much the kick. In terms of software, The S24 Ultra New is running One UI 6.1.1 on Android 14 on the latest January update that came through for it. So that's what we're working with on the Galaxy S24 Ultra New. Last but not the least is our 1-year-old Galaxy S24 Ultra. Now, to save sounding like a broken record, it is pretty much the exact same settings as what we have on an S24 Ultra New and the S25 Ultra. Now, this is including what we have when it comes to the display, refresh rate, and also the setting at Vivid, the performance profile, that is of course on standard. All of those things are part of the course, including RAM+. Now, the difference here is it's 1 year old and it's running One UI 7 Beta 3. Now, when we check the diagnostics for the battery health, it says good. Again, we can't see the percentage. It doesn't give us any more information apart from that. But I don't necessarily know whether it's because the battery has degraded that much or it's because it's running beta software. Honestly, this has been my daily phone and it's been the phone that has been in every single battery drain test apart from in 2025. So I don't know. That 1 hour, 15-minute gap almost to the new one, it might be down to that. But I thought, let's throw it in there and see it. These are the parameters that we've got for these devices across the board. And for reference, this is the Geekbench 6 scores across these devices. And you can see the performance difference across the board and the uplift and the differences that we're seeing. And for Galaxy chipset, almost getting 10,000 points when it comes to multi-score. And if we reference that to the OnePlus 13 that you're seeing right now, which is also Snapdragon 8 Elite powered, while they are doing something when it comes to this Snapdragon 8 Elite 4 Galaxy chipset. And a quick friendly reminder of the battery specs and performance, starting with the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It is powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite 4 Galaxy chipset with 12 gigabytes of LPDDR5X RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, and it is of course packing a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. For the iPhone 16 Pro Max, it is powered by Apple's A18 Pro chipset with 8 gigabytes of RAM, my model of 1 terabyte of storage, and it is packing a 4,685 milliamp hour battery. And for both the old and the new Galaxy S24 Ultra, they are powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 4 Galaxy chipset with 12 gigabytes of RAM, the old one with 256 gigabytes of storage, and the new one with 512 gigabytes of storage, and of course both packing a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. It's now time for giveaway. Yes, like I said, one lucky subscriber is going to be in for a chance to win a brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, this giveaway is global. It is going to be 1 unit for one lucky subscriber. Again, following on from the success of our S24 Ultra giveaway last year, we want to follow this up and give back to you, our audience, for a chance to win a brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, this giveaway is running until the last day of February, which is the 28th of February, 2025. We're going to be doing this for a month. And of course, it is going to be a global giveaway. These are the conditions for you being for a chance to win. You have to be subscribed to my channel. That is a must. You have to be following on Twitter. That is also a must. And you have to be following on Instagram as well. That is an absolute must. The reason why is because I want this to be genuine for not just the new subscribers, but for old subscribers and long-term subscribers as well. You have to be subscribed and following, right? That is a must. Next, leave a comment on this video below of your favorite feature on the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and most importantly, how you would use it in your daily life if you own the S25 Ultra. Very important for you to do that and engage. Next requirement is for this video to at least hit 7K likes, or as close to it as possible, right? Or actually, let's take it a step further and blow past 7K likes and get to 10K likes. Now, I've picked 7K likes because this is the most likes that we've earned on our most popular video on the channel. And because we're giving away a brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra, I thought, let's do the same and run it up or actually beat it. So let's get as close to 7K likes as possible for this video to activate activate it or actually blow past it. So it's an absolute guarantee that we're going to be giving it away. Again, we did this last year and actually there was a winner that won it and he is enjoying this S24 Ultra, and I want the same for you for this S25 Ultra. Now, of course, the winner will be picked at random after it ends from the 28th of February 2025 and will be contacted on X as well as Instagram. So it's very important to be following there. The winner will have 48 hours to respond. After follow-ups, after that, a new winner will be drawn as well. Now, if you do respond, I will be going through a vigorous verification process to confirm that you are actually following and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. If verification fails after many tries, a new winner will be picked. Now, word of caution, to avoid any form of scams from any fake profiles, make sure to pay attention to my official handles for my YouTube channel, Twitter, and Instagram. They will all be linked in the description below with a full detailed guide for this giveaway as I'm commentating it through for you. Be careful out there. This is your word of warning and caution. That will be detailed in the description below as well. Now, as we always do with our giveaway, to help your chances and also to make verification easier, make sure to take a screenshot of your comment and reply below the Twitter or X post for this video. Again, I will have the Twitter or the X post for this video in the description below. Go onto it, take a screenshot of your comment that you leave on this video and reply underneath it. This is going to help your chances and make verification much easier. Now, best of luck with this giveaway and the chance to win a brand new Galaxy S25 Ultra. Now, that is it with this extreme battery drain test between the Galaxy S25 Ultra versus the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the S24 Ultra New, and our trusty one-year-old Galaxy S24 Ultra. Let us know your thoughts of how you expected this to turn out. Was it exactly how you wanted? Or are you equally as surprised as me? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That's it for me, Ben from Lover of Tech. If you enjoy videos like this, you know exactly what to do. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're part of Team TLS, the Tech Lover Squad, so you don't miss any future videos on the channel. I hope you're all safe during this time. I will catch you in the next one. Peace.